There are some customers that do contact us from time to time and tell me that they do have a sick chicken. Now, you've seen our other programs on weather and conditions and the different breeds and the different types that can withstand illnesses. But let's just talk about a general chicken, just generally speaking, if your chicken's ill, without going over those other topics again. What I would like to bring up to you is if your chicken is feeling poorly, what you would want to do is first of all examine the chicken and see what is going on. Typically, an ill chicken is one that will maybe not eat or drink. They will almost always stand in the corner of the coop. Typically, they will hang their head down. The crop, which is the big puffy stomach under their throat, chicken has a big puffy stomach. If you feel that there's no food in it, they're not eating, that means the chicken is ill, and it's almost always, if they haven't been injured, a bacterial reason. And again, we've gone into our other programs on weather and coops and bacteria, but let's focus on this is a sick chicken, what do I do? What you're going to want to do is take the chicken that isn't feeling well. If she's standing up, that's great. If she's squatting down, that's still okay. If she's laying on her side, it's most likely not a good outcome for that chicken. But if you have an ill chicken, the first thing you want to do is get her hydrated. You want to get her with some water. Even though you put out a pan of water and say, well, she has water, it doesn't mean she's going to drink it. You may actually have to spoon feed or give her an eyedropper. The fastest way chickens get sick is if they do not have enough hydration. So you want to make sure she's hydrated. You want to give her some food. You can mix up your own mash of maybe some special food that's for sale on the market, or maybe you could get her to eat some yogurt mixed with some food. You could get her a few bugs, but you want to see if she's eating. If she refuses to eat and refuses to drink, the sad part is it's just too late for that chicken. In most cases, that chicken may not survive. Not always, but in most cases. If the chicken will perk up and feel better and eat and drink, you're good. Typically, the sick behavior of a chicken would be if they hang their head, if they have runny ooze coming out of their beaks, if they have swollen, puffy eyes. Those are typical behaviors of a sick chicken. Some people may want to treat it naturally. Go look up organic methods. We have a lot of that information on our website. Or you may want to administer medications either through an injection in the chicken's chest. You may want to give them some medication from the doctor in the form of a liquid pill or an injection. But one thing people say is, should I take my chicken to the vet? It's important to know that not a lot, some, but not a lot of veterinarians really know that much about farm animals, and they're not really that good with chickens. Now, you could take your chicken to an avian vet that deals with very expensive, parrots and real expensive showbirds, and it will be quite expensive to take your pet chicken to a vet, hundreds and hundreds of dollars in most cases. But you need to be aware before you take your chicken if you can save it or not. If your chicken is too far gone, you may just want to use your decision as to what you think is best to do with that chicken. Some people may want to put the chicken down, and other people may want to spend the money at the vet. Again, it's your own choice. So if you do have illnesses in your chicken, you want to separate the chicken, put her in a separate cage. My best advice to you is to use a light. You want to get an ultraviolet light, not a black light, not a red light, but a full spectrum light. Why is that? Because it's got sunlight. You'd put the chicken in the sunlight. Don't overheat her. You can put her in the sunlight. Make sure she gets morning light and evening light. That ultraviolet light will cure the bacterial problem in your chicken. Sunlight is a miracle. Or you can get a full spectrum light that's electrical or solar. And usually, if you can get your chicken to eat or drink and keep her nice and dry, make sure she stands up and walks every 24 hours. If you can get your chicken to do that, most likely she will recover from whatever illness. And again, I am not a veterinarian. I'm going to give you my disclaimer that I am not practicing medicine. I'm only telling you, if my chicken was sick, what would I do with my chicken? I'm not telling you any medical advice here. You can consult your own veterinarian, or you can read the internet what's best to do. But we do want you to know that we thank you so much for attending these classes here at Blue Star Ranch, and we want you to become an expert. Thank you.